no escape!
Boom, boom! Right here, right now. Emerge. Rain outlines your...
Shine down! Torn to oblivion!
Let me read you a verse. Right now, emerge. Right here. A sight to behold. Incinerate! Time for your arraignment!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Body and mind. Emerge. Right here. Motion to compel.
Shine down!
Ring cutter. Emerge. Right here.
Illusion ship! Inazuma shines eternal!
Right now. Emerge. Incinerate. Admissible evidence.
There is no escape!
Right here. Right now. Witness the power of Guhua. Know my sword.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
Emerge. Right now. Right here. Motion to compel.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Incinerate. Emerge. Right here.
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Emerge. Right here.
There is no escape!
Ring cutter. Right now. Right here. Right now. Boom, boom.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
Emerge. Right now. Right here. Incinerate.
There is no escape!
Should be fun. It isn't time for fighting here. Slacking off. You need to hurry up.
Right now. Boom, boom.
Illusion shattered!
Emerge. Right here.
Now you shall perish!
Witness the power of Guhua. Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Happy to apply!
New punching.
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
New punching today.
Lightning terrified! Eyes on me!
Billowing surge. Emerge. Right here.
You are not welcome.
I'll settle this. Stand with me. Emerge. Right now.
ashes!
Our bond is strong. Lightning terrified. Turret, bring refuge. Allow me. Right here. Right now.
Happy to oblige.
Nothing lasts
Unlucky
forever.
today.
Right here.
Power that isn't hyped on!
Right now. Out of my way! Stand with me! I'm getting sick of this game. Covenant of the deep! Rest and rebuild!
Patience.
Emerge! Right here. Emerge! What a nuisance! I'm always watching. Lightning terrified! Dissipate!
To ashes!
Allow me! Billowing surge!
Paimon really did sleep like a log. Let's go find Sigewinne.
It's up to me to decide who I want to be, and to cut my own path. No one can tell me what to do.
Go on a vacation with Galvana.
Whoa! How is the infirmary even... good morning, Traveler and Paimon. I have no problem. Anything we can do... there's a bit of a complicated situation here.
You have to believe me.
You're in a medical facility.
Please, listen to me. I'm not Gascon.
You're a horrible liar, you know that? We get all your mugshots with the rest.
You mean because of the way I look? I don't know what happened.
I brought you here to figure out what's going on. If you truly are the victim of an injustice...
All right.
This is nuts. Yesterday's...
Morning, Your Grace. What's going on?
Remember the case I mentioned yesterday? The one brought to me by the Marechaussee Phantom? Well, we've been questioning the inmates involved this morning. Every single one of them is claiming mistaken identity.
Huh. That's even weirder than what that guy was saying yesterday.
The thing is, none of them have been able to provide any evidence whatsoever to...
And we thought yesterday was as busy.
We've compiled their statements. Have a look.
Wait.
Release? Interesting. The inmates, they...
I noticed that too. If that's their plan.
All the more reason to be cautious. Lumberzar, check the release list for today and make sure no one gets processed. We're gonna need an excuse.
I'm on it.
It's conceivable that our group of serious offenders somehow found...
We did consider that possibility.
Only if they're dead ringers for the inmates due for release, I suppose. I gave you that name list yesterday to assist in your investigation.
Yes, the inmates' mugshots were attached to the list. The only other thing that stands out to me is that their voices sound a little different today. But it's not exactly hard to put on a fake voice.
Oh, really? What does our head nurse...
Give me a moment. I think I have a way to confirm whether they're... I know. It's not time to change your dressing yet. Huh? Isn't that the guy? This should be Honore. He has very severe facial ulcers.
Yes, like I told you.
So there has been a swap.
No, I believe it was their faces that got... The method is a bit like replacing a tooth. Traveler, Paimon, do you remember Eric from the...
Yeah, sure do.
Then you can be my witnesses. To start with, please fetch the So, you're Eric?
Yes, head nurse. It's me.
I need to do another examination on you. Same procedure as yesterday.
All right. It's...
Now, try to recall if you can. The last time we did this
I believe it was... your index finger.
But that means...
Huh?
So, basically, last night, Eric who said he saw another hit. Sigewinne did another test before letting him leave, but that time, she held up her pinky finger.
Huh? I don't know about any tests last night. There was nothing to do in the observation ward, so I went straight to bed. Then I somehow woke up in a high-security cell.
Well, in that case, there is a reasonable explanation for the strange events of the past 2 days.
So, what exactly happened?
The gang of serious offenders wanted to break out of prison, so they identified a group of scapegoats, namely inmates whose terms were almost up, and planned to switch appearances with them. Last night, when Odilon was on duty, they ambushed him and had one of their group switch appearances with him using their face-swapping method. Then, however, they made one... Real Eric came to the guard. However, since one of the gang members...
Right, because I put Eric on the observation list by then.
Hence why the imposters had to pull that little stunt to get fake Eric off.
Yeah, it all makes sense now. The Duke...
Well, I can't fault the reason.
Criminals altering their facial appearance to commit crimes is nothing new. In fact, we carefully examine...
Huh. Well then, how...
So far, it seems more likely that the gang...
Actually, there is a potion that...
A shape-shifting potion?
Forgive me, head nurse, but this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yes, I am.
But...
Please, trust me in my professional opinion as an...
At the same time, without any solid evidence, it's pure speculation. Yep. Let's...
Okay. Well, it was our negligence that
Your Grace, bad news. I paused the releases like you asked, but we were too late. I checked the list.
2 hours ago? That's before...
So there really was a switch after all.
We should be able to catch up with...
Not if that potion is real. They can just switch...
Yikes! So we're at a complete dead end!
Well, technically there is one more lead. We were only able to arrest this gang thanks to the help of a researcher from the font...
Oh? For what? Isn't that the handsome guy we met at that skin...
Handsome? One of the crimes this gang is charged with. At first, he thought it was a typical... Thanks to his report, we were...
What a hero! But that took...
No doubt. This is worth following up on. That aside,
Understood, Your Grace. My team and I will head to the Fontaine Research Institute right away. In the meantime, please keep an eye on the face switch victims.
Of course.
Miss Morgan? Well, I'm the one who discharged the fake Eric last night.
Don't say that, head nurse. You're focused. Look, head nurse, I completely.
Don't worry. I can defend myself just.
You say that, but still.
If I may, Miss Morgan, Sigewinne is the one who raised, and if you really are worried for her safety, then... Ah, there you go, right on cue. Knew I could count on you.
Okay. Well, since this... Greetings. Sorry to impose, but I'm afraid we're here on urgent business. And we're gonna need you to cooperate.
The Marsh is a phantom. Let me guess, you're investigating some more illegal research?
Not this time, no.
What? He actually doesn't work on site here very often.
Just a handful? Paimon figured he'd be the most popular guy around.
Well, I guess you could say he's popular, at least on a superficial level. He's blessed with good looks, so he tends to make a good first impression on people. But in all his time here at the Fontaine Research Institute,
That's so weird. He definitely didn't come across like a recluse at that product promotion.
I don't find that weird at all. He definitely didn't strike me as the kind of guy who's, good at making friends.
Really? Paimon couldn't tell. Must be a Melusine perception thing.
Okay, we should talk with his acquaintances. But we also need to check the Research Institute for any clues. Let's split up. It'll save us some time.
Sure thing. We'll go ask around among the other researchers with Sigewinne. Paimon's suddenly kinda curious to know what everyone really thinks of him. Are you in Teep?
What do you want?
We're here to ask about...
Close?
Huh?
It's been a good few days since I last saw...
Would the patent in question happen to be related to the new skincare product he developed?
Yeah, kinda. Butterfly Dew, or whatever he calls it. I heard he made a tidy sum off of that one.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Keep going.
Most of the other researchers here focus on mechanics, energy, stuff like that. I get why he wouldn't be interested in having anything to do with them. But I'm studying coatings. There's a huge overlap in our area. I bought his product once. Don't get me wrong. I had no intention of plagiarizing his work. I was hoping to get official permission to use his findings in my own research. Followed the proper procedure. It was all above board. I would have had to pay him a license fee and everything. But despite that, he turned me down not once, not twice, but 3 times. It's like he's vehemently opposed to the idea of anyone else making the kind of money he does.
Huh, so is Rawat antisocial, or is this guy just jealous? Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna get any info about Rawat's whereabouts from him. Let's go!
Wait, 1 second. Mr. Antibes, next time you go shopping, you should buy some Buell fruits. Peel the skin.
Huh? Yeah.
bother you, sir, but
Who's asking?
just some concern.
Not anymore, we're not.
Oh, yeah?
The thing about us researchers is, most of us do. He won't even let you work with him unless you sign it. Now that I've got my own technical solution.
So that's what Rawat is really like.
We'd still like to know where to find him. Is that something you can help us with?
Wait, you're... Yeah, I know you. You're the head nurse at the Fortress of Meropide. Alright, then I'm happy to help you if I can. I respect the work you do. Medicine serves the highest purpose of all the sciences.
Wow, turns out Sigewinne's got some real clout.
Thing is, I have no real way of knowing where he might be. I stopped working with him 2 months ago, and I've barely seen him since. But if you want my advice, I'd say...
Peddlers?
Yeah, back when I was working with him, I noticed he met with them quite often. Wouldn't surprise me if they were involved in some shady business together, because it seemed like they went out of their way to avoid discussing anything in my presence. The little I overheard was about manufacturing and selling pharmaceutical drugs. Like I said, he's all about the money.
Drugs? Doesn't he work with skincare products? Do those count as drugs?
Who knows?
Thank you. You've given us plenty to work with.
Welcome.
La la la. Excuse us, are you Audrey?
That's me.
Are you close friends with Rawat?
Close friends? I should have known, really. Men like him, they just enjoy being surrounded by fawning women. They're not interested in a serious relationship.
Okay. We were just kind of wondering if you might know where we can find him.
Why would I know where he's at? I barely know him, and he probably doesn't even remember me.
Ugh, this is getting annoying. Shall we go ask someone else?
I think
maybe, but we're not going to get much out of her while she's in this state, are we?
She's displaying symptoms common among people in love, if that's what you mean. But I know a cure.
It's curable?
Oh, we're still no closer to finding Mr. Rawat. Oh, by this point, he could be in grave danger.
Danger? Wait, why are you looking for him again?
Oh, that's right, yeah! The Marechaussee Phantom said that he's been targeted by some pretty bad people.
What? How?
Oh, I see.
Okay, but this is purely... I heard she raised him alone, that they had it pretty tough financially, and these days she's housebound due to illness. He makes regular trips back home to check on her.
Oh, okay. Do you know the address?
Nope, sorry. I only found out the thing about his mother because it came up in conversation once. I was just trying to find out more about him, you know, so I could get to know him better. When I told him I had a crush on him, I offered to help him take care of his mother. And yeah, maybe that was a stupid idea, but did he really have to yell at me for it? It's like, fine, I can take no for an aunt. Unbelievable. These guys only want to show you their charming, well-groomed exterior. They can't stand it when a few home truths shine through.
Looks like her love syndrome is flaring up again.
We need to find out Mr. Rawat's mother's address. Let's check with the Marechaussee officers when we regroup.
Cool, sounds like a plan. Well, that's all 3 researchers. Let's head back to the meetup point. You know, I might
So, what's your view of him? So you're
well, his looks are kind of...
You can't judge a person solely based on their appearance.
Head nurse. Traveler. I assume you've spoken with the researchers. What did you find out?
For Archer mentioned Rawat's involvement with some pharmaceutical merchants. Do you know if he's registered any pharmaceutical brands?
Since he was a whistleblower on such a huge case.
How strange. If he was so focused on commercializing his research and averse to sharing his maybe he and...
You think he may have...
Isn't that pretty unlikely, though?
Most children who come to me with tooth...
If you say so.
I saw him when he came to make his report, and I certainly didn't get the feeling that he was the type to collude with criminals. Perhaps it's more likely that they were coercing him. You mentioned that he comes from a poor family. So, it's possible that the criminals approached him asking for academic support, luring him in with the promise of riches. By the time he discovered who they really were, he was in too deep. They had leverage on him, so he was forced to keep working for them. I've seen it happen many times before.
That does make a lot of sense. It would definitely explain why he was so unwilling to cooperate with his fellow researchers. No wonder he's so unsociable. He must be on edge all the time with a gang of crooks breathing down his neck.
In that case, the situation could be worse than we thought. If Rawat was working with the escaped inmates, they're sure to know more about his whereabouts than us. Oh, there's a good chance they'll get to him before we do.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, he was last seen 2 days ago.
2 days ago? So he went missing right after that product promotion.
That was the same day he reported the criminals, too. Not a good sign.
Don't worry, everyone. I believe we still have a chance. Since he disappeared right after blowing the whistle, it's likely that he's gone into hiding.
Yeah, he must have been worried that they'd come for him.
All the more reason to find him as soon as possible. The only lead we have at the moment is his mother's house, which you mentioned earlier. Seath, think you can find the place?
Yep. When you register a brand, the Court of Fontaine requires you to provide a legal address. The one Rawat wrote down was in the outskirts of the city. That should be the place.
Okay, then there's no time to lose. Let's move.
Dodoko? Dodoko, where are you? Jumpy Dumpty, go! I see everything.
All right. This should be the...
Okay.
Sounds like whoever's inside has restricted mobility. Oh, it seems serious. Oh.
Break the door down?
No. I'll handle it. Calm down. Deep breaths. Remember your training. Control your strength. And... it's open!
Seath, take a few people and lie in wait. Keep your eyes peeled for any activity around the house. The Traveler, head nurse, and I will go inside.
Oh, there. On the bed, there's an old lady. That's gotta be Rawat's mother, right? She doesn't look like she's in any state to be answering our questions, though.
We could try, but she is very ill. We mustn't force it.
Well, doesn't look like Rawat's here. She's the only one we can talk to.
Yep. Allow me. Hello, ma'am. Might I ask if you're Rawat's mother? We are trying to locate him. Hard of hearing, perhaps. Does anyone have a picture of Rawat?
I have one here.
I'd like to show you a photo, ma'am. Is this your son? Do you know where he is?
Looks like this isn't gonna work after all.
Well, looks like we're out of leads. If Rawat's not here...
Is it possible he could have avoided returning here because he knew he'd be in danger?
Maybe. But if so, where do we look next? Maybe we should take another look at the Institute.
Guess so.
I suggest we all return there now. We found a good amount of useful information the first time, but perhaps there's something we missed. This is our last hope.
Sorry, officer, but could I stay here for a while? This patient requires some care.
Of course. Traveler, stay with the head nurse. You're technically here as her assistant after all.
Also, I'd like some Marechaussee members to stay as well, and keep an eye on the area.
Why's that?
If Rawat knows how serious his mother's condition is, he will return.
Got it. Okay, I'll tell the squad members in hiding to stay put and keep a lookout.
Thanks for helping me out yet again, Traveler in Paimon.
No problem. But when you say her condition is serious, do you mean...
Yes. She's barely clinging on to life.
Oh.
Let me take care of a few things first. Could you pass me the towel over there?
Yeah, of course.
I can tell that her family has tried a lot of different treatment methods.
Sigewinne. Paimon bets being...
Yes. In a Melusines, but human medicine can defy. But it was only after I truly became a doctor that I realized miracles don't always happen. Even the greatest doctors cannot cure...
Sigewinne.
Well, don't worry about me, Paimon. A doctor's duty is not to... At the very least, I can lower her fever.
Yeah. All the more...
Oh, her fever is getting worse.
Sure, we're on the case.
on the hot water?
Sure did. And look what else we found. Judging by this journal,
Oh, that's great news. The wet towel is ready. I'm giving you another injection. Are you feeling better now? It's all right.
thank you.
Add astro. Thank you for completing.